Have you been searching for the best pillow for you? Well, if so, friend, look no further. Today I'm unboxing the world's best pillow to guarantee a good night's sleep and to make sure that you wake up well rested every day. That is in today's video. Hi there, my name is Morgan Risden, and I'm the creator of Center Studio, where I teach people skills to feel more comfortable more often, which includes things like improving how you sleep. Now, students of mine have always been asking me about what the best sleeping positions are, what kind of mattress should they get, what kind of pillow should they invest in, and honestly, friends, you know, I've been looking for the best pillow too. I'm just like you. I have not been able to find it, not until now. I have found the world's best pillow, and I'm sharing that with you today. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit that button. Also, there's a notification bell. That'll let you know every time I make a new video. I have been searching high and low for the best pillow, friend. PineTales, they have it. They have the best pillow. Now, I recently stayed at my girlfriend's in Manhattan, and I was sleeping on her bed, and she had an amazing pillow. And I was like, what is this made out of? And it was made out of buckwheat. Now, I came home, I started researching this company, PineTales, and I found that not only did they have buckwheat pillows, but they also had millet hull pillows. Now, this container right here is just a protective case. Feels like it might even be waterproof. And it's just, I think, a travel container for your pillow, which is awesome. Now, this is a standard size, which is 20 by 26. Oh my gosh, it's so soft, you guys. So it feels super, super soft. And what makes these pillows extra unique is a lot of yoga, meditation bolsters, they'll be filled with buckwheat, right? But what the heck is millet, you're asking yourself? Let me show you. So this protective case, this outer case, is an actual pillowcase. I mean, you don't even have to put a pillowcase on top of it. This is just sort of a constellation style. They have one other style that I'll show you as well. But this you can machine wash, which I'm a mom, that's amazing. And then once you open the inside, this is where the magic happens, friends. What makes this pillow so awesome is that it's customizable. Because our bodies are not the same. Our conditions are not the same. We don't all need the same pillow. Now inside, you gotta be careful, friend. This is a bit messy, okay? Now when you touch the actual millet, it's very, very soft to the touch, very feathery, feels almost fragile, but they could fall apart. It's kind of the outermost shell of this grain, and you can kind of see it's very, I don't know, it feels very soft. It doesn't also make a lot of noise. So if you're familiar with buckwheat, buckwheat tends to be a noisier grain, but the hulls, or the shell, so to speak, of the millet is a lot smaller. So there's less friction on the pillowcase, which makes for sort of a quieter sound. It should also be noted that there's sort of a nutty scent to that. I don't have a sensitive sense of smell, but for those of you who maybe do, you might want to be aware of that. But when it's in this pillowcase, you can't really smell it. At least that's my experience. But when you open it, there is a fragrance. I'm not gonna lie, there's a fragrance, but it's nutty and earthy, and I don't mind it at all. But if you are sensitive to smell, it should be noted. Now, what's cool is you can take a measuring cup and a Ziploc bag I have here, and I just take out some of it. So I've already tested out the travel size, and I already know that I like it with a lot less millet hull. I just sort of take it out very carefully, and what's great about this is because we age and we change, I might need to add it back in at some point. I might say, wait, this pillow feels like it needs a little extra oomph. And if that's the case, I just grab my Ziploc bag, I open it up, and carefully being the key there, take it out. So I just kind of make sure it's in there, and you can see I took out kind of a substantial amount, but still it's pretty good. You gotta be careful because some of these guys wanna get away. So you wanna make sure that you're someplace, you know, don't do this in your bedroom. I say take it to a clean table like I have here. And then when you zip it all up, it's a little bit, in this case, a little bit softer and more smushy. So again, buckwheat tends to be a little firmer because the hulls are a little bit bigger, but the millet, what I liked about it is A, it was less noisy, and B, it was just a little bit softer, smoother. In fact, I'll show you an example of that in a moment. We also have from PineTales, they sent me this one, which this is their Japanese size. So the Japanese size is slightly smaller, and this is 14 by 20. And again, soft outer layer, you've still got the inside here, which you can open up and take out the millet inside. And again, just being careful and mindful. of when you open it, and then you can empty it out to customize it for the height that you like. You can try it out the way that they send it to you, and then you can say, wait, I need a little less or a little bit more. They were also very sweet, this company, when I sent them and I said I wanted to do an unboxing. Look at this. In case you wanted the matrix design. That's what I love. I like buying from companies that I know are good, and this company is good. They are a family-owned and operated company out of Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, so look, this is for the Japanese size one, the 14 by 20. And then they also sent me the matrix design in this standard 20 by 26. But for every single order, they plant 4 trees. I mean, that's awesome. And then also I know that on their website, they talked about how they support climate projects that actively try to offset the carbon dioxide on Earth, which always makes me feel a lot better. And then also they give you this handy guide. This is great. They show you how you can remove millet hulls, and then they also talk to you about posture and the position of your sleeping for any kind of sleeper. If you're a side sleeper, stomach sleeper, back, and they show you, they don't want it here, they want your head and neck aligned. Same thing here. You don't want it too low, you don't want it too high. It's sort of just right. And of course, as an Alexander teacher, we love when the head, neck, back is in alignment. So these are great because they also help as a guide so that you know what you're looking for in that pillow. Now, I also wanted to show you the difference between the buckwheat and the millet. This is the buckwheat, which you can hear the sound that it's making, versus the millet. So this, my husband calls it the noisy pillow, but comfort-wise, they're both extremely comfortable. I think this one, the millet, people say it has more of that nutty smell, but I don't smell it, to be honest. Again, like I said before, I don't really smell it, but if you're sensitive, you may. These are the travel size, and it came again in a nice little travel case. You can see how much I took out of this one. You can almost fold it. I took out a sort of substantial amount because I'm a smaller person and I just didn't want it as firm. I don't think I took out as much of the buckwheat. Again, because this is the pillow that I've sort of married now and that I just love and I find really comfortable. So I was gonna order a larger one, and then I said to the company, hey, can I share this with my YouTube channel, because this is the world's best pillow and people should know about it. And again, it's got the same thing where you can unzip it and you've got the inner pillowcase inside. And again, this outside is machine washable. Something to also note is that this company, the quality and the value is amazing. It's the finest buckwheat. It's toxin-free, chemical-free, cruelty-free. They just are a really good company, and that always makes a big difference as far as what you're getting. Now again, I started off with that personal kind of compact travel size pillow, and that's the millet one. I ordered 2 because I didn't really understand when I was going through the website what the big difference was between the buckwheat material and then the millet hulls. And I found that the millet was my preference. But to be honest, I think both are great. So you may be someone who says, I actually prefer the buckwheat. Again, it's noisier. You hear that it's a little bit different. And I want to show you also what it looks like, because it's a little bit darker than the millet ones. So it's here and it's black, and they're just like a little bit bigger. So they're a little bit bigger in size, you can see. And that's the buckwheat, which honestly, my bolsters that I use when my students come for a private session, I use buckwheat bolsters for underneath their ankles and their knees, and I really like those. But for sleeping purposes, I just prefer the millet hulls. I think that's better, but both are really, really good. Now, again, you can tell the millet is not as noisy, and as I showed you before, I took some out. So here's all the millet hulls, which is like that shell, which makes it extra kind of feathery and light. It's not a very heavy grain. And what's nice about the millet is that it doesn't allow for dust mites. It's considered hypoallergenic. And again, this specific company, PineTales, what's unique about them, besides just being family owned and operated, is that they're also really emphasizing this idea of chemical-free, toxin-free, cruelty-free. I mean, what more can we ask for? Right? They make soft pillowcases. You can customize it by opening it up. And then they also have these cool designs. So if you don't like the constellations and you prefer more of the matrix style, you can do that. Again, just a nice pillow for you to have, because every time you use it, you're going to be able to get it to that right place for you so that it's not too firm, not too soft, and it's going to kind of mold and conform to your neck, your head, your spine. If you have any questions about that, of course, you can refer to their handout that they include in your shipment, and it just shows you how the spine should be aligned, that head, neck, back relationship, which of course, as an Alexander Technique teacher, I mean, this is like what I'm teaching all the time. And yet it's in a pillow form. This is one of those things, give it a try. Is the pillow expensive? Maybe, I mean, but aren't all pillows expensive now? I don't know. The biggest pillow is about $100. Maybe there's a coupon code there. I think then for this more Japanese style, which again, it's not quite the travel size. The Japanese one is 14 by 20. And then of course the standard is 20 by 26. I think it's maybe $70. Maybe the travel size is like 60. If you go to, any sort of store to get a pillow, I feel like you're gonna be in that price range from the 40, 60, 80, 100. Except the difference is that I don't think you're gonna ever need another pillow again. This pillow is so nice. Give it a try. See if it's right for you. If it doesn't feel right on the first night, just go in, get yourself a Ziploc bag, and then take some of it out with a measuring cup and just take it out and put it in here. So you can always add it in if you'd like. Again, my advice is don't do it in your bedroom. Make sure that maybe even you get like a group project and you have a partner or a roommate hold it open so that you can get it out, because the hulls do tend to get a little messy and get all over, and then the pillow case kind of comes in as you're getting it out. So it's nice if you have someone to help you with it, but again, it's not necessary. It's just something to be noted. What else can I say? And it's super soft. I mean, my girls love this too. Both of my kids are always trying to steal our pillows, and I'm just like, no, you're little and I don't have an extra pillow for you. So now I do. Now I can give them my travel size. I can have one of the standard, I can have the Japanese one in my room, and they'll be able to take, one can have the noisy buckwheat and the other one can have the millet. So again, give this a try. Leave any questions that you have or comments in the comment section below. Other people would love to hear your comments as well. If you haven't already, friend, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, take care. Ciao.